Boston, and it's Brianna Jones in the tight one back here at Gainbridge Fieldhouse.
Allowing Connecticut to get it extra.
She's a gold medalist today to get closer to their playoff. Here's Ty Harris.
Way to help in that as well.
Into that early 1-8 hole.
Green action forcing that switch, but getting points inside.
Carrington flips it. Alyssa Thomas-Haynes.
Hall of Fame on October 2, and of course coming off
a bit out of the gates here, keeping control of the Connecticut out to an early.
Played in Atlanta. They played Connecticut. Too many easy looks.
Boston's first touch backing her way in, and ball.
She's going to go one-on-one in the post.
Double-double of the season. And here as Carrington gets inside the step in Atlanta.
And Caitlin put her own.
Jones deep position.
And she leads the league in unassisted basket.
Clark, the Indiana Fever as an assistant.
Hey, it was fun.
Bonner.
Oh, look at that back door. Beautiful. See, Mitchell did. It's beautiful.
The other team, their aggressive defense.
Most teams aren't bringing two to the ball to her.
Extra pass, Lexi Hole. Barry.
Caitlin Clark.
Mabry on the end, but the Fever give it away. And Clark launches, and Smith spinning on the baseline. Runner-up a year ago. Last year with 2 fouls as Clark gets in some points here for Caitlin Clark. Bonner sizing up Mabry. Mitchell knocks a minutes right back into high gear.
They're playing downhill.
And can slow you down, get you into the half. They held New York to just 6.
Basket cut by Mabry.
Backed away right into the hands of Mitchell. Feed to Smith, who bears 3 a game, and that is a strong number.
Hall hit one. Melissa Smith hit.
This quarter run here for Erica Wheeler. Corner, Mitchell is open. And tonight, Aaliyah Boston as Bonner lost it. Found its way to kick. If you're Indiana, you have a chance.
What I would label a team with a minute 27 to play.
Lexi Hole getting her second.
You know, everybody's safe before they fly.
Carrington spinning inside, fading.
Into Connecticut on the road, right there, you know. Make it hard.
There, the Fever have 17 of their 20 road games already.
They're on the Indiana bench.
But first quarter this year. It's a little 2-man game as Dantas gets it. Bonner has to hoist from way out. Ready with 11. Here's wrap around pass, and Boston. Connecticut had an early 6-point lead. Mabry launches and out there in the paint, right back for Boston. Sets up Olivia Nelson-Ododa.
You got to quickly convert to
Mabry off the screen, but it wasn't illegal. So lethal in transition. Thomas. Wheeler steps into a 3. 21-foot 3-pointer early. Extra pass, Lexi Hole. Jones with a huge size advantage on Clark. Leaves the 3-ball shorts. Pushed onto by Jones. Steps back. Thomas is open.
Indiana Fever games. How about that?
9, Connecticut by 6. Mitchell last year as well, a key midseason acquisition.
Run so hard to the other end.
That's the second. Every Monday and Tuesday, it's the perfect Blitz Fieldhouse. Boston kick out. Here is Clark.
Allows Clark to get a deflection.
Stephanie White's group way. Lexi Hole has to fire. Here is Mabry. Clark wide open. Knocks down.
Boy, Indiana shooting it well there.
Back for Lexi Hole.
Advanced passing. Exit cut.
Comprehensible 13 for screen. Waits for Boston, who cashes in.
Screening action. When it comes to Simone Biles.
Basketball here as Smith gets in.
Mitchell.
Mabry catch and shoot. Way outside. Defense. Fever from early June, the last time.
See Caitlin Clark trying to that inversion to the block.
Mitchell sidestep. Held relatively in check since. She's just sees the clock fire away. Bank
run Indiana off the 3-point.
Smith's trying to create on the drive. Hang past Carrington. It was right on the quarter strong here. Oh, nobody picked up Thomas. Becomes sing. Boston step through it. And it's Indiana's 13th turn.
Look how you back off Alyssa Thomas.
A second effort, it won't fall. Brianna Jones, Smith taps it. Gets here this year. And bottom
line, run Indiana off the 3.
And so a 9-point. And so Bonner with the 10. It ended up maybe being the pivotal possession. The lead. Oh, Carrington. She blew them pay. Smith with the putback. And Hole off the screen. And Thomas just bowls over Alyssa's. But the bucket.
This is a dangerous time.
The step through, the find to Bonner. Lexi Hole fire away. Bonner dangerous. Smith gets in
to the strong side, but when you catch it,
and it's just gone. Or to me, catching's with that.
Well, Lexi Hull doing a really good job. The play.
And in fact, Benlay has checked back. And Carrington has to trigger Indiana's offense here. Clark the drive, and they got her. Here's Boston. Offhead. Mitchell behind the defense. Boys, that outlet pass already. I would say fourth assist. Here is Jones from the mid-range. Boston pulls up. But pull that out there. Step back. Hits a defense for that. Carry this time. Oh, she gets it to Caitlin Clark. And Thomas just out of the shoulder. Therefore, Alyssa Thomas. Gotten the fans here fired up in the first half. Back on the floor here to start. Mitchell pulls up. They bring off the screen. In fact, Bennett's way out to Carrington, who had even be a jump ball, but the Fever do win it. Benlay with the reverse. The rim has been so improved here out of the pass. Mitchell is wide open.
Face is jacked up, and Mabry
looking aggressive. That's a deep gets there. And here's Mabry from
buckets.
Clark splits the double.
She hasn't really needed it.
Yeah. Inside, Nelson Adota over Boston. Pounding defense by Carrington. 20th pick in 2021. Here's Burton going coast to coast. And
just a good fit.
We wind down the third quarter. Fly and can't connect.
It's really hard to help on these sides of her staff. Do an excellent job of it.
And this goes to Boston. It's her.
She's been not missed at the free throw line.
Excellent again here for Indiana. Here are Smith came down with it, but she's
on the slot or the middle third area. That's where
early in the fourth. It's been negated in large part off of the turnover here tonight.
Gets a hand on it.
And
you know it's coming.
Hole with the slant route there. Caitlin sets up Burton. Clark fires. Looking for Boston. The pass was a little too far ahead.
Can Indiana work?
Backing her way inside. Deep position. 12th double-double of the season. Work on Smith. And that hole ran right into a wall.
Generational. There's goats, and it's over Caitlin.
Certainly. Oh, Carrington.
They have D'd up into quarter court. They've been
Smith the shot fake driving on Thomas. Hang on for Indiana.
Backing Indiana's defense down.
Shooting. Mabry off balance. Boston out for Lexi Hole.
Tough and dialed in right now. Right here.
Boston and going back at Thomas. Got right around her. To turn the corner. Gets inside and
stops the ball.
Break point as Mitchell fires.
Third in the league in what is called
consecutive 20-point games as Jones. Oh, Boston the spin. Oh, but
from defense to offense.
Here tonight. Again, more fast break opportunity. And
the free throw line. She's not a great free.
Thomas is just 1 of 4 from the line.
Because she adds so much other.
Again this season. And connect for Mitchell. Catch and shoot. Buries their 15th win as Mabry just the corner. Feeds Boston. Won't miss that. Their starters are. Some big minutes down the stretch. Mabry hits. The 9. Mitchell catch and shoot. Hits.
Mark that down, Pat. One.
Thomas. Handoff. Mabry. Clark on the drive. Clark lays it in. Back door. Here is Burton runs. Thomas splits the double. Seconds. A sold-out crowd to their shrugs her off. Oh. Let's see. Hole has the.
Yeah, she's dangerous here in her. Well, I like May.
2 for 1. Thomas had it knocked away.
Really good.
Trying to get it in and got it into Clark, and they immediately
catch it here. Kelsey Mitchell, I would not let.
Back to Hole. And 2 massive moments that challenge in a turnover there.
Well, to keep the ball.
And Hole. So Stephanie White will use her loving that free throw going down. Got Carrington. She is open. In their last 10 home games, the playoffs is down to 6.
Team, this group had not beaten this inside out against her.
Bonner on a second effort, it won't fall. So it's Nalissa Smith, Brianna Jones. Smith taps it. Kick struggled on these jump ball situations here this year. And
out of the locker room. A little bit up the line. Run Indiana off the 3. Out of the way.
And so a 9-point. And so Bonner with the 5-point possession late against Atlanta. It ended up maybe being the pivotal possession. Connecticut kick. Can't take the lead. Oh, Carrington. She blew. Can't make them pay. Smith with the putback, and Honor working on Lexi Hull off the screen. And Thomas just bowls over to Alyssa Smith. Let the bucket.
Like they're going through the motions a little bit here. This is a dangerous time.
Carrington, the hesitation, the step through, the find to Bonner.
The ball.
Lexi Hull fire away. Bonner dangerous to Thomas.
That's how you stop the ball.
Smith gets in.
Team time to load up to the strong side, but when you catch it
here tonight, but has 9 points and has just gone. That's 22 weeks where Tamika Catchings would likely have a number somewhere near that.
Well, Lexi Hull doing a really good job. Line official behind the play.
Coming back, Benlay has checked back. 4 fouls for Smith, 4 for Hull. Pass to nobody in particular, and Carrington has to see if that could trigger Indiana's offense here. Clark the shot fake, Clark the drive, and they got her.
Dribble entries.
Here's Boston off long, and now it's Clark. Launch ahead, Mitchell behind the defense. And she deploys that outlet pass already, I would say. It's Caitlin Clark's 4th assist. Here is Jones from the mid-range. Trying to clear out some space for she and Boston. Boston pulls up. Clark behind the back. Want to pull that out there. Kevin Fahey says, no, you will not. In fact, Clark, step back, hits a throw. There's no defense for that. Carry. What does Clark have up her sleeve this time? Oh, she gets it to 5 quick points here for Caitlin Clark. And Thomas just shoulder there. Not a little bit, a lot of a shoulder there for Alyssa Thomas. That's gotten the fans here fired up. And 10 good minutes in the first half. Back on the floor here to start. Mitchell pulls up. What Connecticut gives up per game. They bring off the screen. In fact, Ben to her. Thomas fumbles it, but found its way out to Carrington, who has. You can make a case that shouldn't even be a jump ball, but the Fever do win it. And Clark gets inside. Here's Fagbenlay with the reverse. Indiana's defense at the rim has been so improved here out of the Boston. Hesitation, extra pass. Mitchell is wide open.
This place is jacked up, and maybe.
And 5. Here's Mitchell looking for more, looking aggressive. That's a deep. It'll be a new franchise record when she gets there. And here's Mabry from.
She can make buckets.
Clark splits the double of her repertoire.
Well, she hasn't really needed it.
Yeah. It's past Thomas. Back inside, Nelson Adota over Boston. Indiana here lately. Pounding defense by Carrington. She was here by this franchise, the 20th pick in 2021. What a sequence there by Carrington. Here's Burton going coast to coast. And
stunts, tries to get her to pass. Just a good fit.
Differential shot clock and game clock. We wind down the 3rd quarter for Boston. Boston will let it fly. And can't connect.
You got shooters in the corner like Indiana has. It's really hard to help on their offensive scheming. Christy Size and her staff do an excellent job of that.
And this goes to Boston. It's her up here in the 2nd half.
She's been
in the 3rd quarter.
She has not missed at the free throw line.
That backcourt has been excellent again here for Indiana. Here are shot clock down to 5. Whips it in for Mitchell. Smith came down with it, but she's
and keep you on one side. You got to keep it in the slot or the middle 3rd area. That's where
for Indiana. Really high number here early in the 4th. It's been negated in large part. We have actually outscored the Sun off of the turnover here tonight.
Careful, because she can do that, and she gets a hand on it.
And an answer on the other end. What a pass!
You know it's coming.
Lexi Hull with the slant route there. Caitlin, here's Thomas, 1 dribble, extra pass. Mabry sets up Burton. She sticks right with her. Clark fires. Here's Hull on the drive. Last minute looking for Boston. The pass was a little too far ahead.
Connecticut really making Indiana work.
Boston backing her way inside. Deep position. Closing in on what would be your 12th double-double of the season. Thomas going to work on Smith.
Make sure you defend her and not let her get that deep.
Oh, ran right into a wall.
Said before, there's generational, there's goats, and it's over.
Proud.
Or fourth if you count Caitlin.
Certainly. Oh, Carrington.
Connecticut's pace. They have D'd up in the quarter court. They've been.
Smith, the shot fake, driving on Thomas. Hank, so couldn't secure the offensive rebound for Indiana.
Attacking Indiana's defense down.
Space out there. Indiana fine with her shooting. Mabry off balance. Clark off a punishing screen from Boston. Out for Lexi Hull.
You got to be really tough and dialed in right now. Both ends. Indiana has to be sharp right here.
Boston and now it's Smith going back at Thomas. Got right around her. Clark trying to turn the corner, gets inside, and
it's 5-on-4 going the other way, and nobody stops the ball. For misses.
21 fast break points as Mitchell fires.
Point game. Kelsey Mitchell is third in the league in what is called
record holder for consecutive 20-point games as Jones. Burton feeds to Boston. Oh, Boston the spin. Oh, but
Connecticut is so quick converting from defense to offense.
He's done a great job at that game here tonight. And once again, more fast break opportunity. And
you got to make Alyssa Thomas earn it at the free throw line. She's not a great free.
And Thomas is just 1 of 4 from the line.
She's been able to survive because she had so much other
years ago, and will be high on those charts again this season. And three. Hull back for Mitchell, catch and shoot, buries. Indiana trying to earn their 15th win as Mabry just
cut.
Mitchell turns the corner, feeds Boston, won't miss that. And now into double figures. All 5 Fever starters are.
Up for Mabry.
Burton getting some big minutes down the stretch. Mabry not on the floor right now here for Connecticut. Green behind the back to Boston. Shot clock down to 9. Mitchell catch and shoot. Hits. Oh, that's
wow.
A bad miss at a bad time.
Mark that down, Pat. 1.
Thomas, handoff, Mabry.
Sharp right here, no game slippage.
Clark on the drive, Clark lays it in. Back door, here is Burton run. They'll work the way of Thomas. Thomas splits the double. Final 60 seconds, a sold out crowd to the start of June. Clark shrugs her off.
Oh, an opportunity here late game.
Lexi Hull as the honor just checks back in.
Yeah, she's dangerous here in her.
Mabry, that had been Hull's assignment.
Well, I like Mabry.
Thomas, shot clock down to 4. They're not going to get the 2 for 1. Thomas had it knocked away. Here for Indiana.
Really good.
Off. Hull trying to get it in and got it into Clark, and they immediately.
So I would not let Caitlin Clark catch it here. Kelsey Mitchell, I would not let.
5-on-4. They get it into Boston, back to Hull. And Hull. When you talk about 2 massive moments that foul, right. You had what could have been a challenge and a turnover there.
Well, which allowed Indiana to keep the ball.
And Hull packing a punch in the starting lineup, so Stephanie White will use her type about anything. Loving that free throw going down. Mabry off the screen, weaves inside, kick out Carrington. She is open. It's 9 wins in their last 10 home games, and their magic number to make the playoffs is down to 6.
Check it off. Connecticut was a team this group had not beaten this